Hello, Just Too Good here. Today we're taking a look at the LEGO Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone Gringott's Bank set, which did retail for $30 back in the day. Now this was a $5 up Patreon fan vote for this Throwback Thursday. If you're interested in voting for upcoming Throwback Thursdays, just click that card up there. Unsealed, and now it's officially opened for the first time. And now let's carefully slide that bad boy out. And here are all of our pieces. Here's a set all built up. Let's take a look at those minifigures. So I want to start with Hagrid because this minifigure was always intriguing to me. It's like a midi figure or something like that. The new 2018 one is more Lego-like because it uses more pieces. But this does have a nice mold to it. You can see the back has kind of the stitching he's done. A nice little crevice right there. The hair piece was a new mold as well. It's just this rubber hair piece, which if you do remove, you see his face print underneath is very weird. His neck on there has like a hole in it. If you look, it's not a regular Lego minifigure neck. It's almost like the troll neck actually, which they made, you know, the troll on the loose set. And the design of this also has fingers for some reason. I don't know why. And like I said, you can't remove the legs like the 2018 one. Nice printed vest on the front though. It has a pouch as an accessory and a key as an accessory. You just can kind of compare it to the size of a minifigure. See the difference, and the arms could actually move individually as well, just like a Lego minifigure. So yeah, always intriguing to see these older Hagrid minifigures. Here is Harry Potter. His torso design is actually uncommon and could still be used with Lego minifigures today. Like, it doesn't look so outdated, which I like. His face print on my version is actually a little bit inky. He uses the older hair piece, which is so classic to me, but I like the new one a lot better, which nobody's ever done this, but let's take the newer hairpiece and put it on the older minifigure. Yeah, that's a little bit unfitting. I don't know why. Here is Griffhook, a Gringott goblin, and the design of the torso is exclusive to this set from my understanding. The face piece, the head piece, is so freaking creepy, and it's kind of funny because, I mean, in the movies, they're pretty creepy looking. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his glasses or anything like that, but they reused this piece in 2011. This is such an outdated piece. I don't know why they reused it with Gringott's Bank in 2011. Actually kidding, I know why. It's because back then Lego had such a strict policy to not do new molds in direct-to-consumer sets, which thankfully they rescinded, I think, in the 2015 Quickie Mart set since then. They didn't want to include a new head mold, so they had to use this out-of-date mold, no printing on it. Ugh, it looks really bad. The same goes for this other Gringott's Goblin, which has a nice torso piece. Like, the torsos on these are still usable. The heads are just so outdated. Hopefully in the future we get like a new Diagon Alley or something, because we really need a new head mold for these guys. So back to the builder set, a lot of the builds aren't actually connected, and each of them will split into 3 sections, the first of which being this little railway right here. So the railway track looks more elaborate on the box, but it's literally just this one build attached to some 2x6s and these 2 kind of rails on each side. Kind of wish it was a little bit bigger. However, the play feature works pretty well. So what you do is just lift up this part and the cart will go rolling. So let's do that right now. Go like this. And yeah, it could go a pretty good distance. I mean, let's put it all the way back here. Yeah, I went all the way to the other side of the screen. So it works pretty well. There's some little hidden details once you do that, like this 2x2 printed kind of potion spell or whatever you want to call it, which does appear in some other sets. Actually, speaking of prints, the little rail car right here has kind of a hidden printed piece. See, since you put Hagrid on the back right here, he covers up these nice 2 1x2 printed tiles. What's interesting is my version has one that has more of a yellow look and then one of a more flat gold look. Huh, I don't know if that's a misprint or which one is the misprint. I think this one's a misprint though, because they do include more of these in the set. They actually include a lot of these in the set. I also like how you can fit 3 minifigures here with Harry in the middle, Hagrid in the back, and your Gringott's Goblin up front, which Harry fits on those 1x2 jumpers, the Gringott's just on some plates or some little studs, and Hagrid on some 2x2 studs right there. It's really comfy right on there. The main Gringott's building has some nice kind of designs to it. It looks very, I guess, historic in a way, which is how it should look. And let's take a closer look, starting with the top part, which at the roof, there's this nice 1x8 printed brick with Gringott's on both sides. What I don't like, though, is it's Gringott's TM. Come on, in the Harry Potter world, they would not put the TM right there, but I guess they had to do that for the Lego brick for, you know, legal reasons. They do have a white mouse up here, as well as a white owl, and then a black owl up at the top of the whole bank. As for the bottom of the bank, there's some nice pillars that have little lamps to each of them. So the vaults are behind the counter, which you could put a teller right there, and it works pretty well. But what I also like is that you could easily remove this counter part, because it gets a little bit cramped if you're just, trying to play with it while it's in the structure. And it does leave another one of those 2x2 printed spells. There's another one of the 1x2 prints on the counter, as well as these nice vaults, which have a print to them as well. And inside, they actually give you some Lego gold coins, which are classic to me. They give you quite a few of those in this set. There are some in the other section. And I like how you could actually spin these little vaults around, because it makes it easy to play around with, and not just kind of like sticking your hands back here. And those are just on a little bit of a swivel. So yeah, nice little centerpiece as a counter here for the teller and everything, and for the vaults. And there's one last section of the set, and that is this little trolley right here, which has, again, more of those 1x2 printed pieces, but also this print, which does not appear in any other part in the set, but does appear in a few other sets. That's nice to get. I like getting that translucent blue design. Actually pretty nostalgic to me. I think it was in one of the Harry Potter sets I had when I was younger. And funny enough, this trolley uses wheels, unlike the ones from the frickin' New Hogwarts Express in that poly bag. And then this big elaborate vault right here has a nice bat to top it all off, a little flame. Looks very spooky, even with this big ugly rock piece, as they call it, at the back. I don't think they're ugly, but that's just the name, big ugly rock piece. They have this nice key that you could kind of twist at the edge, open up the vault. And inside we don't have anything at the moment, but they do give you extra coins to put in there if you'd like. So that is it for this little section. So either way, that's it for the builds. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. So here is the box for the set, which on the back has the other sets as well as some alternate builds. Paper materials in the set include a free Lego catalog postcard, whatever, so you can sign it and then get the catalog for free in the mail. 2002 Lego catalog, which we did take a look at before. And then this nice little instructions, which has the creator Harry Potter at the back. Alternate builds, which they even go as far as to do instructions. This is so cute. This is like early Lego Minecraft right here with the mine carts and everything like that. There's another alternate build right here. There must be one in between that. It's so cute. I like that. I used to love the alternate builds in general, but them giving instructions, I guess it's something they did for older, bigger sets. I don't usually get older, bigger sets like this one, so it was nice to take a look at. So overall, this reminds me a little bit of the Underminer Bank Heist for some reason. Lego wouldn't release this today in the regular Lego Harry Potter line because they're taking these small segments from an actual big building and putting separate kind of designs to it. Nowadays, they would put the full Gringott's building as like a facade or something, the front wall or whatnot. They actually did do this in the 2011 Diagon Alley set, which, speaking of that set, that one also shares these same pretty bad head molds. I mean, they're good for the time, but for a 2011 set, we're using those head molds. Yeah, that was kind of bad. But the design of Hagrid and Harry are uncommon, and those two Gringott's goblins are exclusive for their torso prints alone, and that hard-to-find head mold. So that is a great way to get these hard-to-find figures, and that's what I like about this set. There's some nice prints in here, some different kind of colorings for pieces that are all very uncommon. And with all that considered, this is an interesting addition because it doesn't really like attach to Hogwarts or anything. And yeah, this was a fun one to review. So if you guys want to vote for upcoming Throwback Thursdays/Tuesdays, which we have a whole lineup of Harry Potter stuff, go check out that Patreon card, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.